I want to thank the respectful press. I really, really appreciate that.
A reporter asked about paternity, and Cardi threw a marker.
So first thing first, I want to thank my lawyers. I want to thank the jurors. I want to thank the judge, and I want to thank the respectful press. I really, really appreciate that. But I'm giving a warning. I am not that celeb that you're gonna sue and you think it's gonna settle. I'm not gonna settle, especially when I'm super completely innocent. I know I got a little reputation, but I swear to God I'm innocent. I swear to God, like this, like I'm really innocent for real. And I just want to say thank you, everybody.
Issues with Stephon Diggs.
Stop disrespecting me. Don't disrespect me.
You think? Yes. Cardi, insiders are claiming that Offset is publicly bragging about getting you pregnant for the 4th time. Do you foresee any paternity issues with Stephon Diggs?
Stop disrespecting me.
I thought it was totally unprofessional. I think it showed value to her character, the type of person that she is. A lot of her body language, her body gestures, her facial expressions, her disrespect for the court, I think speaks to who she is. I think we saw how I conducted myself during this trial, and I think that speaks volume.
Let's do this. Welcome back to West Virginia Wire. Today, we're diving into the Cardi B courtroom showdown. And yes, she walked away with the win. But was it really that simple? Miss Ellis brought explosive accusations. Her witnesses delivered testimony that had jaws dropping, and the defense wasn't backing down either. Then came the verdict. And the reactions from both sides were just as fiery as the trial itself.
That's right, my lady. But here's the twist. Just after Cardi B celebrated her victory, she stunned everyone with one bold move. Let's just say a reporter was on the receiving end, and it's got everyone asking, what was she thinking?
So here's the question. Was justice truly served, or does this case raise more questions than answers? And what does this unexpected moment mean for Cardi B's image moving forward? And let's talk about Cardi B's warning that was issued just after her victory. Stick around, because this isn't just about a verdict, it's about the bigger story behind it. And I promise you'll want to weigh in on this one.
Regina's here to bring it to you. The stories that matter from old to new. West Virginia.
So first thing first, I want to thank my lawyers. I want to thank the jurors. I want to thank the judge, and I want to thank the respectful press. I really, really appreciate that, and I want to thank everybody at home supporting me. I know you guys having a little key with the moment. But to be honest with you, I have missed my kids' first day of school today. I missed my kids' last week of school yesterday because of this. And I'm not even playing around. I would, even if I'm in my deathbed, I swear to God, I will say it in my deathbed. I did not touch that woman. I did not touch that girl. I didn't lay my hands on that girl. And with that being said, this time around, I'm going to be nice. The next person to try to do a frivolous lawsuit against me, I'm going to countersue. And I'm going to make you pay. Because this is not okay. I think people have like this misinterpretations of celebrities. Like, it's like, oh, well, we can ask for this and they're going to settle. You don't work at home and you don't work all day and you don't work for your money to give out your money. So don't ever think that I'm just going to give you my money that I work hard for. I don't lay in bed all day. I work all day. And I work hard for my money, for my kids, and for people I take care of. So don't you ever think that you're going to sue me and I'm just going to settle and just give me my money. It's not going to happen. I do also want fans at home, though, not to find their social media, her family's social media, her social media, and bother her. I hope that this is something that I leave behind, that she leave behind. Don't go bother her. Don't be talking about her. Don't be talking about how she look. Don't call her no nasty names. Let's just put this behind. But I'm giving a warning. I am not that celeb that you're going to sue and you think it's going to settle. I'm not going to settle, especially when I'm super completely innocent. I know I got a I know I got a little reputation, but I swear to God, I'm innocent. I swear to God, like this, like I'm really innocent for real. And I just want to say thank you, everybody. It's been really tough. It's been really long nights for me. I'm in the middle of album rollout, so it's been late nights and early 5:30 in the morning. I gotta get up 5:30 so I can look like this for y'all. Muchas gracias.
Several bad puns later.
The rapper responded like this. There's more. At the lunch break, a reporter asked about paternity, and Cardi threw a marker.
Don't do that.
Then, as closing arguments got underway,
Oh, there's a big surprise. That's an incredible. I think I'm gonna have a heart attack and die from that surprise.
You pregnant for the 4th time. Do you foresee any paternity issues with Stephon Diggs?
Stop disrespecting me. Don't disrespect me.
Cardi, insiders are claiming that Offset is publicly bragging about getting you pregnant for the 4th time. Do you foresee any paternity issues with Stephon Diggs?
Stop disrespecting me. Don't disrespect. Thank you.
Cardi,
Hello, everyone. My name is Regina Connell, and this is West Virginia Wire. Today, we're breaking down the Cardi B civil trial, what sparked it, how the week in court unfolded, why the jury came back so fast, and yes, that marker throwing moment outside the courthouse. Let's jump in feet first. Who is Cardi B?
If you're new here or just catching up, Cardi B, born Belcalis Marlenis Almanza, is a Bronx-raised rapper and pop culture heavyweight. She went from social media standout and Love and Hip Hop alum to a Grammy-winning artist off the back of hits like Bodak Yellow. She's known for the charisma, the quotables, the fashion, and yes, the nails that become their own headline.
All right, you guys, let's talk about how this case started. The lawsuit traces back to February 24th, 2018 at a Beverly Hills OBGYN office. Cardi, about 4 months pregnant at the time, was keeping that pregnancy private. A security guard at the building, Miss Ellis, who is the plaintiff, claimed Cardi B scratched her face, spat on her, and used slurs during a heated hallway encounter. Cardi denied any physical contact and said the guard invaded her privacy by trying to record or announce her presence.
Absolutely. The trial kicked off the week of August 25th, 2025, in Los Angeles County at the Alhambra Courthouse and wrapped up quickly with a verdict on September 2nd, 2025.
Now, thank you, Mary Beth. Jurors heard from Ellis, from Cardi B herself, and from clinic staff. A doctor and a receptionist bolstered the defense, saying they witnessed a verbal confrontation but no physical contact. And I will say on a side note, Mary Beth, I'm trying to figure out why Cardi B's doctor, they kept calling him the fingernail guy. And I think that was the defense that kept saying that. I mean, the plaintiff, the attorney for the plaintiff, and I don't think that he was a very good attorney, but we'll circle back to that one. So do you have any information as to why this gentleman would have been called the fingernail guy? He maybe complimented fingernails, and then that's why he just got the name the fingernail guy. I don't even really think it's worth searching up, but if you find something, let us know. Hey, you in the comment section, let us know if you know. All right, let's continue on this. All right, so coverage noted the trial's brisk pace and even some lighter viral moments, like Cardi's parade of court wigs. But the core was credibility. Were Ellis's injuries proven, and did physical contact occur? So, Mary Beth, I did watch a video of a couple of attorneys, and one of them said that he defended a workman's comp case. They were the plaintiff in a workman's comp case, and they were suing for punitive damages, and the man had like over 40% of his body, 80% of his body burned, severe burns, and they went for $35 million. They got the $35 million. I'm just wondering why this lady felt the need to sue sue for such an exorbitant amount? Was it because she viewed Cardi B as a celebrity and just thought that Cardi B would settle with her? And then the defense even made mention of that she felt body shamed. So I'm sorry, I didn't know that we could sue people. If somebody calls me fat, does that mean I can go sue them for defamation? That's ridiculous. What do you have to say about that, my lady?
Well, milady, I think you're hitting the nail on the head here. Sometimes when it comes to these big civil cases, especially with a celebrity involved, the plaintiff might aim high because they assume there's a bigger target and maybe a bigger chance of a settlement. It's kind of a strategic move. And yeah, it can get a little outlandish. Like you said, you can't just sue someone for calling you a name and expect millions. So it's definitely a bit of that celebrity factor and maybe some legal theatrics in play. But absolutely, we can circle back on the fingernail guy nickname or any other fun little details as we go along.
Stop it. Get some help.
After closing arguments, the 12-person jury deliberated for less than an hour and found Cardi B not liable on all claims, no damages owed. In plain English, the evidence didn't convince the jury, especially on proof of physical injury. That's a key reason many observers called the damages claim overblown for what the defense framed as a brief non-physical confrontation. Now, the moment that hijacked a lot of headlines outside court during a break, a man lobbed a pregnancy/paternity question. Barty snapped through a marker. Reporters captured it from multiple angles. She called the question disrespectful and told the crowd to respect women. I find it a little bit rich that someone who is throwing something at someone is demanding respect. And let's talk about, she seemed pretty sure of her aim when she threw it. And I think it was ridiculous the way the guy, "Oh, I still love you, Cardi B," just encouraging that kind of behavior. Freak accidents have happened. What would have happened if somebody's eye would have been put out? You learn that growing up. It's all fun and games until somebody loses an eye or something. Mm-hmm. So this happened before that same day's not liable verdict, and it dominated social clips. Whether you see it as a heated human reaction or a self-inflicted PR distraction, it became the viral takeaway outside the courtroom. Let's also talk about the money ask, $24 million.
Whoa!
Let's also talk about the money ask. $24 million is a massive number. Jurors didn't buy the underlying assault or injury claims. That's why Cardi owes nothing. In that light, many will call it frivolous. But to be fair on process, Ellis had her day in court, testified, and lost on proof. That's how the system is supposed to work. Now let's talk about Cardi B's warning to the world and anyone who seeks to levy a frivolous lawsuit against her.
Absolutely, milady. So here's where we'll dive into Cardi B's final warning. She basically made it clear that anyone thinking of bringing a frivolous case her way should think twice. It was like her way of saying, I'm not an easy target, and I'm ready to fight back if you come at me with something baseless. So it's a bit of a message to the world. If you're going to take it to court, you better have a solid case.
All right, so let's look at the bigger picture of all of this. Privacy versus publicity. Cardi was at a medical appointment in 2018, pregnant and private. That context mattered to jurors hearing why she felt provoked. Evidence versus narrative. Without strong, consistent proof of a lasting injury, the story isn't enough. Yes, the nails came up in testimony, length, shape, whether they could cut. The defense emphasized Cardi's nails weren't sharp and no credible medical records backed a cut caused by her. So in the testimony, I believe the plaintiff's side was trying to claim that it wasn't necessarily Cardi B's nails, but a rhinestone that she had on her nails. And then unfortunately, the plaintiff had contradicted herself. And in my personal opinion, if that attorney would have been my attorney, and I feel like I heard reports that he wasn't the original attorney on the case. In fact, he said that, I believe, that he was not originally the attorney on the case. Yet, it doesn't matter. I mean, the questions he asked were ridiculous. He did a horrible job. I don't know why they would even consider an appeal, but that's just my humble opinion. Before we close this out, we're going to catch some thoughts from Pink Book Lessons. I have been waiting for her to weigh in on this matter because she does such a fantastic job. Since I decided to go faceless on this one today, you guys, we've had a lot of stuff going on. We thank you for sticking with us. I said, I've got to get a video out, and I feel like I'm a couple of days behind on this story. So hopefully, if you guys haven't heard about it, I'm sure you have. But if you haven't, hopefully this will catch you up. And let's take a look at what Pink Book Lessons has to say on the matter. I always like her balanced perspectives from a woman's point of view. So let's go.
Now, if Cardi B was a black man, no one would care how assessed if it was. They'll be ready to take that away from him anyway. But she's able to get away with a lot simply being a woman and not being black. The only person who will be allowed to be a victim of Cardi B that will ever trigger any real punishment is a Karen. And Cardi B ain't messing with Karen. Nah, she can barely speak English, but she's fully aware of who to play with. And no, it's not hard to believe that she'll pop off like that on a female security guard, a black one. Again, we're talking about the same woman who was introduced on reality television, throwing shoes at black women. She got rewarded for that.
So I kind of want to pause it here and let this keep going and just say that, you know, my thing is none of that matters to me. The woman was a security guard. So I could see Cardi B popping off and all that stuff, probably spitting, a little bit of spittle is flying as she's yelling. I'll say it again. The lady was supposed to be a security guard. She said through testimony that she had been a security guard for 4 years. So she shouldn't have been inflamed. Her position is to de-escalate a situation, not to escalate it. So even if Cardi was, you know, cussing and throwing a tantrum, the security guard could have easily de-escalated the situation simply by ignoring Cardi and leaving, and especially when the medical staff started coming in and getting involved.
Insiders are claiming that Offset is publicly bragging about getting you pregnant for the 4th time. Do you foresee any paternity issues with Stephon Diggs?
Don't disrespect. Don't disrespect. I got you. Don't disrespect. Your court look is amazing.
You're amazing, Cardi. I still love you, even though you just threw some stuff at me.
Yeah, you're disrespectful. Don't do that.
He should not be encouraging her bad behavior.
No, ma'am.
Please.
It's a legit
Why
question.
do you feel as a man you got to ask me those type of questions? Act like you have some manners.
That's right.
And your mama taught you respect women.
That's right.
All right, Cardi.
Go ahead, Bronx. You was so.
And you could thank him. I'm not playing around.
We
I was
love you,
very
Cardi.
nice. I was very kind. But you're not gonna.
Cardi, I love you. Accept the question.
Nobody's gonna get that.
This flamingo is completely insane. How you outside the trial and then you get mad at somebody else and do the same exact thing that you're at the courthouse right now for. Literally proving how volatile she is, how impulsive she is. And then going into this rage when this whole question was orchestrated by her own record label. Atlantic gave information to these bloggers and told them to ask her this question. And this was a man this time that she attacked, but a woman approached her with the same question and she didn't give the same reaction. Nah, it had to be a man so she could turn this into some fake female empowerment speech to gather up all the misandries, especially the black ones. You know, it wouldn't look right if she popped off on a black woman, especially being on trial for popping off on a black woman.
Right.
Like I told y'all before, that's one thing that she's been able to get all these misandries to team up with her on. Going through drama with Offset and using feminists and misandries to rally behind her against him. And then, of course, the biggest enemies outside of him, that's her female rap rival. But she's only able to get away with this whole female empowerment thing because her audience, they hate black men more than they love themselves. And that's why they will allow this bodega thought bucket to disrespect them over and over again and still defend her. I mean, how is a stripper talking about respect? This is the same flamingo with the WAP song. Do you know how horrible of an influence she's been? Not just on women in the industry, but this sewer rat is actually an influencer more than anything because she ain't got no talent. But think about how many young women she's influenced in the last 7 years, bragging about putting substances in men's drinks, robbing and assaulting them, bragging about being a gang member, and everything else she's been allowed to repeat over and over, destroying young women, influencing them to also live destructive lives. Like, really? And she's trying to talk about what somebody mama taught them? Like, girl, why your mom ain't teach you how to stay off the pole? Why your mom ain't teach you how to have class and decorum?
Because her mama kicked her out for fighting with her sister, and she openly admits that.
Out there herself, all to get attention and stir up controversy to sell this album that's about to flop anyway? Yeah, she's out of order, 100%. But sadly, you still have a bunch of fools out here defending her actions, all in the name of...
And, you know, I mean, they say, I've heard it said, any publicity is good publicity. So anything that's going to hype her album, anything, any kind of media attention she can get.
Be messy with Cardi B, bringing up Offset, talking about do you foresee a problem with paternity? She should have threw a brick at your dumb ass.
Stop it.
Oh, no way.
Whatever.
The fact that y'all feel so comfortable disrespecting people.
Stop it.
Cardi B is not just a rapper. She's not just a famous person. She's not just a celebrity. She's a mother. She's a woman.
Stop this madness.
And
let me just take this real quick. So, yeah, she's a mother, right? All of this she brings on herself. She openly cheats. They openly cheat. So I think we set ourselves up for the okie doke and for those questions. She knows she's a celebrity. She knows any question could come to her at any time. So it's not okay that just because she doesn't like a question that she's going to throw something at them. And I'll say it's the same way with blocking. I heard somebody tell me, and it was in the comment section on X, somebody posted about blocking toxic people, that anybody who they deem toxic, they are blocking. And to me, that's reprehensible and disgusting. If you don't ever want to try to find a solution, then you are creating division. You are not creating unity. That's all I have to say about that.
She was funny. Clearly, she don't mind going to court with people. Making a bigger deal about her throwing the pen than the fact that this chat...
Money's attorney that ran his ass straight to the judge and snitched on her. Y'all, I cannot make this up.
I'm not a lawyer, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say that if you're being sued for assault and battery, it's probably not a good idea to go outside the courthouse and assault and batter somebody.
From the mountains to the rivers wide, tune in, it's time to take the ride. Regina's voice, it's your guide. West Virginia's heart, it's right inside. West Virginia Wire, hear the news.